Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we were still up at Turvi Mountain, and we defeated a couple of bosses, got a few keys, and we are ready to make some forward progression after we deal with some more monsters here. We've already been here for a couple of episodes, but of course that first episode was primarily spent fighting a robot who is a little too hard for this point in the game. But someday we'll be strong against him. And Exia is correcting me by saying mini-bosses, not bosses. Whatever, same difference. Incidentally, speaking of mini-bosses, Maddie was kind of hoping that that lizard man we fought would be a case of basically if he had joined the party, because it is interesting whenever non-human characters join your team in RPGs, and I definitely agree. I like when non-human characters join your team, and it is not because I'm speciest against humans. I just feel like a minority, being a raccoon dragon and that sort of thing. Furries represent! But no, seriously, it's always cool whenever something animalistic or even monster-like winds up joining your team in a game. And I don't think many people would disagree with that. Can we get to the sign? Yay! Great! You found the key. I can go on my honeymoon now. Thank you a lot. It must be interesting being a sign. I'll need to restore some more magic after this. You know, actually, we're right by the entrance. I should totally consider leaving town and recovering some items and buying items and stuff. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. Probably not a bad idea. But only because we're right by the entrance. Could buy one of those accessories for Yix, but I don't know that he necessarily needs one. He seems to be handling himself pretty well. So let me heal up real quick to ensure that we can safely get out of this. Oh yeah, and I could use escape instead. Unfortunately, I did not see Ixian's message until right when I got hit by another random encounter. Because that's how usually things work. In regards to life as a sign, Maddie says, being immobile might be a drag, but you would get to meet all kinds of new people if it's a sign in an RPG world, all the adventurers passing through. Yeah. Although, would you really be immobile? Apparently not, because that sign... Wait. Huh. Yeah, I'm poisoned, I know, but we're right at the exit. No! What? No! No! Why? Aww! Ixion! Oh, good thing I saved. Oh, I still have warp. Darn it, why can't you think of this before? Also, why can't I think of it before? In my defense, I don't normally have access to teleport spells in RPG Maker games. So it's hard to think that I actually have them because normally I don't. In fact, I hardly have them in any RPG. I think the only time I ever use an escape dungeon anything is the escape ropes in Pokemon, and that's it. And maybe also this one time in Final Fantasy IV when I don't feel like taking the long way out of the Antlion Cave. Usually, though, I actually work my way out of the Antlion Cave because the experience is always good to have. So, anyway, that's another thing that Exia needs to fix if he ever decides to do an anniversary edition of this game. That's okay. As long as we're waiting for the game to reload, I'm gonna take another look on my, oh, I was in the wrong thing. Whoops. I was in the editor, and I was loading to edit the game. We don't want to load to edit the game, we need to load to continue the game. So anyway, back to my notes. I already mentioned that. I'm gonna keep this one note here mentioning teleport and warp. Teleport and warp are a thing. Yo. Well, yeah, Cecil isn't going to have a use for that experience. Beer Force, who says, no XP before Cecil does that thing matters. But that doesn't come until a little bit later, so the characters who are still in the team at the time could still use the experience for as long as they're still on the team at the time. Now then, let's do this properly. Escape dungeon. And we can just walk back. Your game has some interesting glitches, I gotta say. Like, admittedly, I'm kind of afraid to look for glitches on purpose because... that. Alright, do you have... no. I'm not sure anybody in this town has those items, accessories. So we'll just move on after I buy some healing items. Starting with, ooh boy, I could afford a lot of these, can't I? Well, then I'll just buy a bunch of these. I'll also buy one of these just in case. Because if I have a habit of using escape ropes, I can at least have a habit out of using escape. And buy some oranges. And chili dogs. Maybe not. I don't like chili dogs that much. Definitely done some antidotes though. And I think we're good here. Well, a few rebirths. Alright, now we're good. We'll head back into the mountain after I save, of course, and talk to the sign again, and then we'll be able to move on. Delays. Cutscene. Can we not? No. Alright, well, take care of this real quick. They're not hard to take down, they're just a little time consuming. Ooh, boy. We're causing some pretty good damage with those crits. I like it. I also like that we're getting antidotes from the enemies who are poisoning us. I was definitely correct about them being poisonous. Alright, leave. And I don't want to talk to you again. First attack, I can definitely flee. Alright, onward to new rooms. Onward to a new room. I'm just gonna assume that we can't run from these dragon snakes. No, It also throws me off sometimes that RPG Maker remembers that you were hovering above flee. That kind of didn't work the first time, so I have no intention of trying a second time, you know? Ixion asks how flee works in RPG Maker 1. I think it has to do with agility. If the enemies overall are faster than your team, then you're not likely going to be able to run. And for the most part, a lot of the enemies in this game are faster than your team. They get the first turn a lot of the times. You have the key! Enter. And where do you go, I wonder, Mr. Sign? Curiosity killed the cat. Well, at least the sign has decided to actually leave the room. So I'll give it that. Yeah, all of these enemies basically got the first turn. That means they're faster than the team, so they're hard to run from. Incidentally, I am glad I'm not a cat. And then, right as I say that, Maddie says that I'm not a cat. Okay, real boss time. You're a troublemaker. Master Skeltalo is having a chat with a High Guard. Master Skeltalo told us to punish anybody who gets in our way. Are you ready, heroes? Okay. Double boss. Neat. Oh, it's not actually a boss. You can tell by the music, this is just another mini-boss. Well, since this is just a mini-boss, let's see how we can do without doing anything special with this battle. Oh, we definitely don't need to lower their attacks. A little bit wouldn't hurt, but I'm not horribly concerned about this particular situation. In fact, we can just auto our way through the rest of this fight. By the way, as a reminder, I'm dual wielding. I feel like I had to remind you all of that because of how fast some of these enemies go down. I'm taking them out twice as fast as you normally would because I'm holding two weapons. Darn it! I imagine some of these bosses would definitely be a little harder if I wasn't hitting twice every time. What's going on here? Yikes. So, you're still alive after 10,000... Never mind. No, go on. So, you have come to see the High Guard? I'm sorry, but he is a little blind. As soon as I finish with him, I'll go to Nydia. But I'll finish you off first. Yix. I'll finish you off first, Yix. Oh, no you won't. Are we playing Zelda now? Ah! I guess I was too old. Sorry. No! Yix! You piece of crap. Let's kick his butt for Yix. Wait. I told you I was coming, right? Who is this guy again? Dominic, I don't have time to explain. Alright, we can beat him now. So, bye, Yix. Okay, now it's an actual boss fight. Exia says Dominique, whichever is from the town of men. I'll take your word for it. Okay, since he's undead, this is bound to cause some good damage. So, Dominique can only attack. Speaking of attacks, I wonder what sort of equipment he has. Don't know, glad I'm using an attack crush. At the same time, this kind of means... Oh, he's the archer! At the same time, this kind of means that confusing is not going to be helpful since Dominique can knock him right out of confusion. So, lower your attack some more. Holy damage. And he's out of MP. Well then. I think we got this fight in the bag. Not even concerned. Oh, wait, I'm a little concerned now. Huh. So, since we haven't I was about to say, since we haven't had a chance to change Dominique's settings, he decided to use his turn to use a chisel midway through the turn. It's kind of interesting how that works. Their actions are not determined at the start of a turn, or start of a round, I guess I should say, but only once their turn actually comes up. So, that was convenient. With that said, you only get one. So, back to taking this guy seriously. And I am being told that it is, in fact, Dominic. Alright then. If Exia is saying that's how it's pronounced, we will go ahead and say that it is how his name is pronounced. You can never really be sure. I have been told on so many occasions about how I'm supposed to pronounce people's names, like Monica or Monica. I will fight another day. Well, darn. Why is there a save point right here? Just in case... Oh, it's a talking book. Well, he's an open book. Hey, tough guys! You were fighting pretty hard. I bet you need some items and a save. But it costs 200 gold to do each. What do you want to do? I got plenty of money. I was kind of hoping he might have something new, but he doesn't. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, here, we've been hanging on to this for quite a while. And unfortunately, Yix wound up dying with some cool stuff, so gonna have to buy that stuff again. I'm not entirely sure why there's a save point right next to the corpse. Assuming it's a corpse, might not be. But just in case, I'm saving now. Oh, I guess he's not dead. Thank you, Chris. I am Sharp Sickle, the High Guard of Death. I was temporarily blinded by Creolder's henchmen. I can't believe that my own aide was on the seaside. What do you want? I need to find the Zone Blade. Why do you need it? To fight Creolder, says the Phantom Eye. Phantom Eye is alive? Yep, alive and kicking. How convenient that Phantom Eye can just decide to be a knight in shining armor anytime he wants. It's good to see you again, PE. What do you want again? To find the Zone Blade. I'm sorry, guys, but the location has been sealed by HQ. So you're screwed. I guess I might come with you, if you can beat me. Okay, that's why we need a save point here. Go ahead and prepare and talk to me when you're done. What about you? Good luck. So how prepared am I for this? I mean, I got plenty of items. How is my health and stuff? I'll probably heal first. Definitely gonna heal first, and then spend another 200 gold to save, because that's probably not a bad idea. Not overly concerned about my magic. So let's go ahead and save again. Now that we healed. That way, if I die, I don't have to take the time to heal again. Alright, let's do this. Alright. It's go time! Nice. You chose the cool looking version of the Death Reaper, or Grim Reaper. Alright. Already established that no reason to use confusion. I guarantee this guy is going to wind up having an instant death attack. Is he going to be weak against Holy? Yes, he is. So that is definitely Jesse's strategy. What is his attack power going to be like? Oh. Well, don't need to lower his attack anymore. So while this battle's going, I'll take another look at the chat here. Oh, after I input some more commands. I assume I won't miss anything important by not paying attention to the screen. In fact, the battle's over. So yeah, by the way, Maddie finds this really interesting. Dominic can dual wield bows. I imagine that maybe he does, like, one with his hands and the other with his feet. Or maybe he's dual wielding crossbows. He might be dual wielding crossbows. Wow! I was most impressed. Now, I'll give you my summoner's blessing. Oh, hey, we got another summon? Is that what's going on here? Cool. Chris was given the summon Sharp Sickle. The place that I feel traces of evil energy at Nydia Castle in Exia. I'll get you off the mountain now. Okay, thank you, because getting off the mountain myself was kind of disastrous. So cool. New summon. Sharp Sickle, costs 15 MP as well. Instant death against all enemies. Well, that won't be useful against bosses, as I had previously mentioned. I think on its own, instant death has somewhere between a 30 and 40% chance of working. I think it's closer to 40, in fact. So that might kind of be helpful when we just don't want to deal with an enemy group and we can't run from them. Now then, let's heal. $60 gold to sleep at this inn. Do we, like, sleep on the shelf or something? Okay, I know he can wear a jacket. Oh, we have a windbreaker to spare. Hold on. Maybe we actually got the stuff from, No, maybe not. Did we get him a hat? I was about to say, maybe we got the stuff off of Yix when he died, but I guess not. Oh well, at least I already have a windbreaker. I'll still hold off on the accessories until we actually come across a new store. Iron bow. Nope, don't need that. So, is anybody here going to say anything about Yix being dead? No, I'm going to say nobody is going to say anything about him being dead. They will forever be unaware that their leader has been defeated in battle. So, now what? I guess we'll head out here and see what paths have become available to us. Well, it seems we're done here for the time being. Rather than waste MP to warp back to Exia, unless we can use this warp. Nope, not yet. Save some MP and just go through the warp here. And what about the warp over in this direction? Nope. Eventually those will open up. So now there's gonna be, yeah, our next destination is here. Well, as long as we're back on this map anyway, I guess I will go ahead and head back into Woman and buy some other equipment, starting with that hat. Where is the shop? Here it is. Give me a new hat. And along with that, Dominic's attack power is definitely a little on the low side, so I'll buy him a couple of power rings. Which are here. Definitely like these accessories. Oh wait, these are orbs, not the rings. Well shoot, where were the rings? It was some guy who was selling them. I can't remember where he was. Was he here? I cannot remember where that guy was. That's unfortunate. Well, while I'm looking around for this guy, since we have completed yet another mission, I feel like before we head over to that castle, we will take one more episode break for this stream. So, I would like to thank my patrons for being my patrons, including Exia, who created this game. And in fact, I'm also going to give a special shout out to my special sponsor, Draygone. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and head over to that red old castle over there and see what's up with it. I'll see ya then.